Hey friends, welcome back. I am in Gaziantep, here in the beautiful country of Turkey. I arrived this morning. I took a night bus that lasted about 11 hours. Nightmare. But I made it, checked into a hotel and rested a little bit, and now it's the first thing I'm doing is walking around for the last like 20 minutes because I'm hungry. And I was looking for something to eat and, well, I found a place. However, the reason why I'm here, I know nothing about this place, by the way. I only know one thing, that this is the capital of pistachio and also the capital of making baklava, some of the best in Turkey. So that's the reason I came. Gaziantep is located at the southeastern part of Turkey, and there's not a lot of tourists here that come to this part of Turkey, specifically the east part. The eastern part is usually mostly locals, and it's just so different than the west of Turkey. But we're gonna go on a tour. I think this is the video for today. We're gonna go on a tour and explore Gaziantep and see what Gaziantep has to offer. But first thing first, I'm gonna eat food because I really need it.
Enjoy your meal.
Teşekkürler. I got served. So I'm very hungry, by the way. So I don't know, like I was just walking by and they grabbed me in and I was like, alright, I'll eat here, you know. But they gave me this. This is what I've been served. First thing is the salad. And this is like a raw meat here that they eat as well. And there's the salad here with a few fresh mint of leaves. And there's the chicken barbecued with a little salad on the side as well, and a few pieces of bread. And of course, you can never go wrong with the Iran in Turkey. It's delicious. I'm gonna give it a quick taste test for the chicken. Let's grab a piece here. Wow. It's so good. It's ridiculous. Right, I'm gonna eat this and we're gonna go explore. I just had the food right now. I think while I was eating, I was thinking like about the intro. And I think this is probably the worst intro I've ever done on the channel. But I'm keeping it because I'm extremely tired. I've been traveling for a long time. I've been working a lot and I've rested only like for a couple of hours on an 11-hour journey at night. Sleeping in a bus does not count as sleeping. However, it doesn't matter. What we're gonna do right now is actually just had the food, it was good, and I just remembered the price of it was 50 lira for everything that you saw on the table. And that was for 50 lira is like $2.50. It's shocking how much I don't know where I'm going, I'm just walking. It's shocking how much the prices are so different from the east to the west of Turkey. It is incredible. Like I mean, you will never pay that much money in the west of Turkey. Anyway, moving on, I'm gonna explore, see what Gaziantep is all about. I know nothing about this town, as I mentioned earlier, or this city. The only thing I know is they make the best baklava in all of Turkey, and that's the only reason why I decided to come here. And of course, to make the best baklava you need the best pistachios, and that's what they have here as well. So right now, currently where I am is central. I'm gonna walk around, there's like bazaar and whatnot. We're gonna go on a tour. I don't know if in this video or the next one. I don't even know if there's a next one. But what we are going to do is explore. That's it. Do you remember I had juice in Istanbul? Do you remember the prices? Let's check it out here. Merhaba. How much pomegranate? 14 lira for a pomegranate juice. Can I have mix pomegranate and orange? Merhaba. How are you?
Fine, thanks. And you?
Good. Right. Pomegranate and orange? Mix. Teşekkürler. 14 lira for pomegranate juice. Do you remember Istanbul? It's, the east comparison to the west is huge. I'll have that one. Thank you. Yes. Look how he squeezed it as well. And a bit of orange juice. Wow, it's incredible. We're gonna give it a taste test as well. Look at it. Fresh. Teşekkürler. Straw. Mix. Look at those colors. And that's so good. So good. One more. Oh, it's incredible. Alright. That was spontaneous. You can do that in the east. Very difficult to do in the west. Anyway, I'm gonna finish this and we'll continue exploring. I think I'm gonna go to a mosque or a castle or something. Yeah. Right, just had the juice and I'm walking away from the Canada Center. I might go later on, but first thing first, what I want to do is go to, I think, a mosque and a castle just a little bit outside the center area. But I was talking to these couple of guys, they were very curious. The thing with the people here, they don't really speak good English, and it's expected. It's not a touristic place here, and I'm vlogging and checking places out. Look how old this wall is, like this building here. Anyway, yeah, I was chatting with them and basic English, but it is expected. However, I have noticed there is marhaba. However, I did notice a lot of signs in Arabic. Now it does make sense because we are bordering Syria, and Iraq also is not far. I'm literally not far from Syria at the moment, and I'm looking around checking. This is like, by the way, I haven't even been 1 hour exploring the city, so I'm like overwhelmed, and I'm checking places out as I go and as I vlog as well. But yeah, I think I'm arriving to a castle or something. I don't know what this place is. This is a museum here. Müzesi is a museum. Yeah, there's a castle here. All right, let's check it out. Yeah, look at it from far there. I might have found something really nice here. Right, I'm at the castle. You have to pay to get in here. It's called Gaziantep Castle. Here it is. And as I mentioned, like, there's in Arabic, English, and of course in Turkish. And there she is there. You have to pay to get in, which is not so bad actually. It's only 10 lira. It's probably like 60 cents or something, you know. Yeah, I'm here now. Look at this. I think this is like a symbolizing of the war. I think back in the Ottoman Empire. It's crazy, like, I mean, like, how old is this, you know? Oh, I think it's 1544. There is the entrance. Hey, and there is the castle. And there is Gaziantep city. And by the way, if you're a student, you get in for free. The guys behind me are students. They got in for free. This is nice. Wow, I'm inside the castle. And okay, so it's a museum and castle. And there is main entrance. Merhaba. Right, I think it's going to be dark here to vlog. I can't do anything about it. Way too dark, way too dark. I'm not even sure how the footage is coming out. But yeah. Right, as I mentioned, super dark to vlog inside, but it is quite cool. Now we're leaving kind of the museum. The museum itself is, well, the castle is the museum from inside. And if they didn't turn it into a museum, it doesn't become interesting because it's just a bunch of walls. That's it. But now we're going up, and now it can get probably a little bit more interesting. And it keeps going. We're here on the top. Here is a better view of Gaziantep city. All this here are the remains of the castle on the top. You've probably seen it already from the below where the flag is. I think it show up on camera. There's more remains here for the castle. Time to exit, I think, because this is the way where the exit is. And yeah, that's where I came from. And it's time to exit. If you are interested to visit this, you'll spend probably longer time than I have, for sure. There's a lot of like information about historical information and articles that can be read. Look at this. I love this. There's a mosque over there. Right, just exited the castle and I saw a sign that says Hamam Müzesi, which means Hamam Museum, and I want to check it out. There it is. Wow, it's incredible the breeze that I got in when I entered. Let's see how much it is. Merhaba. How are you? How much is it? 5 lira.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I can pay.
10. Right, huh?
Teşekkürler. Merhaba. Right, this is like breezy when I entered. It's amazing, so cool. I've been to Hamam before, a real one. Public bath date back to the Bronze Age of 3000 to 1200 BC civilizations in an ancient Greece. Wow. See, like the being in a hammam here is like it's a way of like not just only like taking a bath or sitting in a sauna. See, like they make coffee or tea. There's like some snacks, smoking shisha, and there's a man like giving you the towel. Usually it is, and yeah, you wear like well, back in the days, but not anymore. In the past. This here is like the different type of soaps. Because Turkey is very famous of making soaps. So, yeah. And this is the entrance to the next section. It's nice. It gives you the idea, if you've never been to a hammam before, it gives you the idea what's it like. And you can see here, so there's a man scrubbing another man. And this guy is just chilling there, you know. I've actually done this before. Man was scrubbing me. Maybe I'll do it again. I don't know. We'll see. I think this is the women's section here. Yeah, I think it's the women's section. It's all women here. So that's what the... So what, like, there's no difference, obviously. There's a baby here. Very realistic. The baby's screaming. Anyway, the Sidigus. If you haven't heard, it's 5 lira to enter. And this is about... Teşekkürler. So this is about, I don't know, 20, 30 cents. I don't know, 20 cents. I think I found the bazaar entrance. I think it's there. Let's go check it out. Look how old this building is, like. And then there is here a mosque as well. And it's so old. I think they have the date written. You can tell, like, from the stones. And there's no date. Oh no, there is. Hang on. The person who originally commissioned the construction of this mosque and its exact date are unknown. However, it is registered in a document dated 1557 in the 1500s. Right, let's go to, I think, the bazaar. Let's enter here and see what this place is all about. Look, you can see the shops behind me as well. But that's outside. I want to go inside where the chaos is usually. Or it's probably not what I expected. Marhaba. It's just a cafe. This is nice though. By the way, I'm not far from the castle. Still around, like, you know. There is the castle still there. The Hamam museum was somewhere there, which is not far. And there's like a bit of market around here. And I don't know what this place is. We can go and check it out. Soaps. Soaps and more soaps. And of course, food and nuts and spices. Oh my god. The smell here is incredible. It's a mixture of spices, soap, cheese, olives, and everything in between. Oh my god. Yeah, let's get out of here. Very, very cool. Very cool. And it's an old building as well, you can tell. And the Turks, there's one thing the Turks do best, is business. And you got this guy here. He sells juice or something. I'm not sure what it is, but I drank it before. Woo. I mean, you can really easily explore this area and walk around for quite some time, you know, for a few hours at least. And if you're into like markets and chaos and noise, it's not very much here, but it's kind of lively, you know. And the castle, just walking around the castle here. So I kept going after the market and the castle was on my left, and I just kept going down just out of curiosity, just to explore if there's anything, to see anything out there. There wasn't much. It's just you know, just like the life of the city itself. Now I'm making my way back into the main city center where I was, and I decided to walk through those neighborhoods. It's incredible. Like, watch this. Like, it's so narrow here. I just came from there. In the far side, that was the main street. And all this is like, you can see the castle in the far distance there. But I love this. Walking in the in these like narrow neighborhoods, alley, completely local. That's where the people live, at least parts of the locals here in Gaziantep. But I have to make my way up back to the main city center. Let's go here. I love it. Oh damn it, there is nothing. Alright, we'll find another turn. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, this I love a lot. Exploring this type of neighborhoods. Old buildings here. It goes back, I don't know how long. I'm not even gonna try and predict it. But of course some of it like has been refurbished. So I make a quick stop. I made a quick stop for tea to take a break, and I paid and I was about to leave, and the waiter saw me with a camera. He doesn't speak English, and all I understood he was saying to me, photo and pointing inside. So I walk inside, and this is where I am. And this is like a cafe. Watch this. Oh my god. I feel like... So I'm underground now. I'm completely underground. I don't know what's happening next door. There's a party or something. But yeah, I'm completely underground, and this is pretty much a cafe. That is incredible. I appreciate the guy telling me to go inside. I didn't understand what he was saying. But yeah, and the entrance is just like from there. And I'll also show the way how it looks from outside. Gaziantep is actually very famous as well with the Müzesi art. And there's actually a museum here. And she's pointing, like this old lady is just pointing to me at some of the things that I need to photograph. Where? So you got like, they're trays but turned into art. And this here, a carpet that is turned into art. It is incredible actually. What a hidden gem. Teşekkürler. So like it's actually quite interesting where I am right now. I was sitting over there having a tea, and this building here with a cafe, I'll show you in a minute how it looks from the outside, because in the outside you'd never think that there is a cafe and shops and whatnot here. And this is behind me. Look how old this building is behind me. This is where I just was having tea. See that? That's a quite old building, surrounded by also a mosque here, another old building. And I'm pretty much in the center. So I made it back and I wanted to take a break. It's incredible. I wasn't even thinking about vlogging it. That period there, I just wanted it for myself. But the guy was like, photo, and I didn't understand what he was saying at the beginning. But I went in, I was like, wow, this is cool. Anyway, we're gonna head over to the city center and just explore it a bit. You know, I haven't really explored the city center yet. And we'll probably put an end to this video. First impression of Gaziantep here. Very beautiful city, very authentic, very cultural and not very touristic at all. I don't think I have probably saw one or two foreigners here. Like, you see how old this building, this is like super old. And from inside, again, this is another place turned into a cafe from inside, shops and whatnot. They're all like pretty much the same. Well, not exactly the same, but same idea. And there's also upstairs like shops. Very, very cool. Right now I am in the city center. Very noisy, very crowded. But I want to get into the walking street, which I am right now. He revved the motorbikes when I'm vlogging. But this is here is the walking street. And yeah, as expected, like, you know, full of shops and everything else that you would need here. But I want to find like a section of maybe what you call it, sweets, because this is the capital of baklava, but I'm not seeing a lot of places. I saw maybe one or two so far, but I haven't really been looking and I'm very tired. There's also a museum here in the center, and pretty much the whole center is like this. And I found like a small section in different places, like around the whole center. There are like restaurants and cafes, but pastries there isn't many. But I did find one, and they made something really kind of with the paste, or let's call it like a dough. They're putting it in with cheese, milk, and pistachio. And they saw me with a camera. I wasn't planning to vlog or anything. I was just walking around, and they saw me with a camera. And like, look at the level, the Turks' mentality they have. It's incredible. So I was very curious about what it was, and I asked, and they started communicating with me, of course, and they told me that they're like, you know, to try it. Like, they were pushing for me to try it, but also on top of that, to use the camera. So they are looking for an advertisement, basically. I understand how the internet world works, and I understand how my YouTube channel can have an impact on a lot of things. Instagram, Facebook, everything, social media in general. And they are basically asking me to advertise their shop. and on top of that, they wanted me to pay for it. Like, this is the Turks' mentality. Is like, the money is money, and whatever any way possible we have to make it is incredible. I think it's genius. But of course, I don't fall for it. It's just, to me, it wasn't like about the amount. The amount was like, it was not a cheap dessert. But to be fair, there was cheese and pistachio in it, and that's quite expensive. So it can add up into the cost of the ingredients, and to the level of where I am, it's not a cheap dessert or pastry. It was worth about 125 lira, which is about $6-7, and I have absolutely no problem paying for it. And I was thinking about going and trying it out, but the way how they were pushing with me, I walked out of there. And this is not the first time it actually happened to me. I never mentioned these things like on my channel, because I don't really see the point of it. But this moment, it just happened that I felt like I needed to share this, and I wanted to log it for my future reference. And there was another time that happened to me where I'm gonna go this way, where I was staying at a hotel, and of course the guy knew, the owner. I was a vlogger. I have a YouTube channel, and he started pushing at me so hard to create a video about the room, about the hotel, full tour and all that. And on top of that, he wanted me to pay for it. And to me, this is like, I have absolutely no problem doing it, and I have done it in previous videos for free without even meeting the owner, some of it. And I'll continue doing it in the future as a reference and as a documentary, and also like as a thing for me. But for for them to push so hard to ask me to do it, and on top of that pay, because at the end of the day this is one day will turn into a business, and I don't walk up to them and ask them to give me free pastry or give me free accommodation. I never do that. So why would you ask me to advertise your shop? Because this is a platform that I own with my voice on it. Anyway, I shared two things while I'm vlogging this. I shared the background and the idea of how this center of Gaziantep looks like. And of course also I shared the Turkish mentality and the business mindset, which I completely respect 100%. The monetization mindset that they have is incredible, and I respect it. But you can't succeed with me with these things. Anyway, with that being said, I do want to end the video here. I think this one is long enough. I think this is like a first impression video, and next one we'll probably try and find the best baklava here in Turkey, located in Gaziantep. And with that being said, if you made it this far in the video, thank you all for watching. Please do consider subscribing if you have not done already. Giving the video a thumbs up helps with the algorithms. And as always, see you on the next one.